another bullshot the Belgian farm, 5 rows galère, got the an old kite shop, and again of almost the whole week here. Upon the year, Aaron, who's the last fair the mean hound? August, every day, trust me. Every trust you, every trust you, le almost, as barely, le dearmed, August, pull the bus more down.
Expert from article by Patrick Henry Pierce in Irish Freedom, January 1914. The only question that need trouble us now is this: will the young men of Ireland rise to the opportunity that is given them? They have a year before them, the momentous year of 1914. The fate of the Irish movement in our time will be very likely be determined during the coming 12 months, and it will be determined largely by the way in which the volunteer movement develops. In other words, it will depend upon the young men who have volunteered, for they have the making of the movement in their hands. This is a problem in which the British government is not a factor, in which the Irish leaders, parliamentarian, Sinn Féin, separatists and Gaelic League are not factors. The young men of the towns and countrysides are the only factors. They and whatever manly stuff is in them. It is a great opportunity for the young men of a people to get. A year is theirs in which to make history. A former generation of Irishmen got such a year and used it well. An army of 100,000 drilled and equipped men was its glorious fruit. Can we in the 20th century work to similar purpose and with similar results during the year that has been given to us? I believe we can. There are circumstances which seem to me to make our task easier than theirs. In the first place, we were poorer than they were. Therefore, we shall be more generous. There were many men of money among the volunteers of 1778 to 1783. It was one of the weaknesses of the movement. Those who have are always inclined to hold, always afraid to risk. No good cause in Ireland appeals for help in vain, provided those to whom it appeals are sufficiently poor. The young men who I imagine are volunteering today are for the most part poor. Being poor, they will know how to save and pinch and scrape until each man of them has a rifle and a uniform. There are those among them who will give up tobacco for a spell, or at any rate reduce the consumption of tobacco, who will become total abstainers for a while, who will renounce betting, who will go less frequently to theatres, to music halls, to picture houses, who will dispense with all their little luxuries and rise above all their little follies to the sole end that they have, each man of them, before the year is out, a volunteer rifle on his shoulder and a volunteer's coat on his back. Note well the companies I prophesise that it is not the companies which draw the recruits from the most prosperous quarters that will be soonest equipped, not the sleekest looking men that will first shoulder the rifles. When you are starting upon any noble enterprise, it is a great thing to start poor. Wolfe Tone reaching France with 100 guineas in his pocket sent 3 fleets against England. James Stephens with £90 in hand embarked upon the organisation of the Fenians. In the second place, this is a movement of the people, not of the leaders. The leaders in Ireland have nearly always left the people at the critical moment, have sometimes sold them. The former volunteer movement was abandoned by its leaders, hence its ultimate failure. Grattan led the van of the volunteers, but he also led the retreat of the leaders. O'Connell recoiled before the cannon at Clontarf. Twice the hour of the Irish Revolution struck during Young Ireland days, and twice it struck in vain. For Maher hesitated in Waterford, Duffy and McKee hesitated in Dublin. Stephens refused to give the word in 65. He never came out in 65 or 67. I do not blame these men. You or I might have done the same. It is a terrible responsibility to be cast upon a man that of bidding the cannon speak and a grape shot pour. But in this volunteer movement, as I understand it, the people are to be master, and will be for the people to say when and against whom the volunteers shall draw the sword and point the rifle. Now my reading of Irish history is that whoever The leaders may have failed. The instinct of the people has always been unerring. The volunteers themselves, the people themselves, must keep control of this movement. Any man or any group of men that seeks to establish an ascendancy should be dealt with summarily. Such traitors to the volunteer spirit should be deserved to be shot. But it will be sufficient if they be shot out. Thank you very much.
Agus tá mit chun leanú intanéis leis an óráid as gaeilge le deasún agus búlbos mórdó.
Dús go bhhail sa rá nach volunteer me. Bhí mé volunteered ag Christian. Alt an mar búil le páric mactíras, Martha ní agus a dóigh. An nílfa éile. Tá éhí gantúirt a díal. Ní hé sin ó éhhain. Tá sí gantúirt a díalta agus gan éon gearabhú agin I níoch for an lóchharigad a bhfuiltar dá díal. Ná caithigí chun na conirte a dúirt Carnell le gaire. Go bhaid sibh an lóchharigad a bhfuil sibh go mai híal. Ní réiste Tá chun na conirte agus stracha na chéad. An lóchharigad a díala níor frithid fósa. Is marige a ní an tógt agus a bhíos bochtain hí. Ach dá uafástí an chéirear in the gael an tám sin. Is buéileach dóibh chuir níos uafástí a dhéanamh inis. Díaladar a gara an óir sin má chumín an náhain. Is é an nanam féin atá an marige den dulsa agus chuide ach a bréig chun I díalta deall nach bhfuil éon gearú ach go líana for go bheo. An drama atá dá gáháil lena neis go mbeidh gael dílis de chrón hasanna ach feis a bheith ach go fuicheannas gáil cítear doing go bhfuil a díal ceart a dúchas gael in asca. Dúrama tá seachtainna hinán gur a bhí chuir isá a bhí dá dhéanamh acha. Ach níl cíal isá féin acha. Díal isá me ceapgur é dine sa bhíomla. Díal isá a bhí dá dúchas bheagán. Bheagán brochan. Fuair sé an brochan agus bhí sábhlíonta. Ach ní thóg déine fós an bhaid gael an brochan a bhfuilid ag díal a nachart. Ná chrúig a gás dá bhágaí gan chrú gan chud í. Dá fíor go mbeadh gael dílas de chrón hasanna ach mionis a bheith go níor gá dóibh a bheith dílas rihré. Ach ní fíor, ba chud díobh dílas go teog faoi mar atá inis. Is dócha go mbeidh a thuile dílas an óir a leidófar a latrum agus an óir a bheits cuacht agus severas acu. Ach tá dramansa nach mbeidh dílas de chrón hasanna go brinn na bracha. Ba an dram sin ag bailú gael ó chocham, ó lo go lo, agus ó bblion go blion. Más mar sin atá, ní ceart a bhhailart a chur in a lairing féin, ná a réin eile, ná ceilimís an irinne dá bhaimís éire Tá gáil a bhuion gael a chosnúch ineach ar gine sa gath atá róin. Agus go mórmhór sa tíocháin a bheitán tar éis an chatha, más de gael is treise sa gath. Churimís trí ní mar gúlgas ar le héad sin de bhuion dá mbeocht sí an. Kid the look the guy a value a hundred guy in the cigar. Or is he look the guy just each to the color guy. Or is he it's urge agon or is gay internet or maran dark dinner. And Dara need give more critical fish upon an air and we and Gael not will can have it's not fader here a very Aaron Vesh shin of we and a Jesus son Cark Gael and I Gael agus Gal Gael a cringe. No one trust me dear. Maar happening on Eshin of Ankama the near share. Gael a garum on ivy agus gan stene don liesta gamai in a cogger clear a foot na hay. Dom your queen don't lie down agus did a rain agony Dave and Vachin the tour butcher the Gael a.
I assume for the Milmagar station August, you know, most of Ogig no here and big piece in this own charge.